I think this is the first time I look in the mirrors when I go and I see myself. I mean, I'm not a vain person, so. And I don't really care what anybody really thinks about me. Not even my family. I do my best just to kind of hang on. I rely on great community, great family, great help, but I really don't take a lot of BS from anybody. So something I wanted to tell you about is that there's a group on Facebook that's dangerous. So that group needs to be taken down, and it's not my job as a person to take down bullies off the internet. So they have to be stopped because they're extremely dangerous. Because they're implicating and framing a political party. And that's extremely dangerous. They're doing something connected to this network. I know it's the same network, but just meaner or something. I don't know. It's not my job to take care of it. So it's critical that the police get involved. And, I've called police today. So that's all I can do. I mean, you can't have groups on Facebook that are there to cause strife in every single community, in every single crevice of the United States, framing people. It's just not good. So, my name is Angela Einstein. I'm a teammate on A Einstein Universe, a nonprofit. And the reason why I know this is about this group is because they're bullying me. And I'm like, why do these people not know anything about anything? And then I started looking at the people, and then they started disappearing as I talked to them. So I know something is really bad with the group. I don't even know how I got in the group. That's the other thing. I don't remember ever joining the group. These things happen to me lately. A lot of people put me on group chats without me knowing it. So once in a while, I'll send something through the group chats to see how legit the group chat is. And most of them are hospitals or nurses, groups of nurses. And then the second I write something, they all just disperse. It's very psychological what's going on Facebook, that's for sure. But I don't really care about Facebook. I care about the law and the truth. And that's it. And so I'm connected to the law, the courts of law. John Durham's involved. He got the FBI involved. And the DOJ's involved on a federal level and on a state level. So I'm very confident about, my position, because I run a nonprofit that protects the elderly, the unable, disabled, children, and police from internet fraud. So the police are very much involved in this. They have been for a long time because the police were framed and nobody likes it. It's an advertising campaign. That's illegal. It's an advertising campaign to destroy everyone. You can't have the bully running the news, running the media, running everything, running all your government agencies. You just can't have it because that's what they're doing. They're bullies. And it's all connected to one network that is connected to an industry that came up out of nowhere. And the DOJ's been involved for a long time. The military definitely involved. I have a lot of confidence because it's all about perception of addiction. And that's what they did. They used the word opioid as a trend to basically confuse minds. But it didn't confuse mine because I worked in marketing, I worked in advertising. I knew exactly what they were doing. I've been giving and getting help in the recovery community for over 30 years, and I'm 25 years alcohol-free. They were fooling no one. No one. No one believed it at the beginning. No one, and then they caused a Viacom stock to crash during a conference set up for this new industry that was set up nationwide. So it's basically a machine by an advertising campaign around a table. And those people are being taken out. And then all the people who are fighting to believe the fake news for whatever reason. It's all about law and order, all about dotting your I's, crossing your T's, and making sure the laws are followed, the masks are muzzles. They got caught with the opioid scam, and they turned their ships on COVID. And then the masking was all part of the scam, and I knew it. It caused a lot of division in my family. That's what the goal is. It's to divide, distort, distract, blame, frame, shame. Everything rhymes. Just ask Bob Dylan. Hey, by the way, happy birthday, Bob Dylan. He's a good friend of Graham Nash, who's a friend of mine. Well, I haven't seen Graham in a few years, but he'll come back around, I'm sure. Anyways, we use hashtag Teach Your Children. I met him many years ago when I first, when I first started going out in public after about 3 years of staying inside. I started gaining confidence. I'm disabled, and I was on disability, and I started getting involved in antique photography, 19th century photography. So I met Graham that way, and then I went to his concerts. He was so kind. Very, very kind. I mean, I could say nothing bad about Graham Nash. I met David Crosby. He was very kind. So anybody who says anything negative about him, you're a jerk, Unless you know people, you can't really say anything about them. And then Neil Young, I'd only dream of meeting, and I met Stephen Stills for moments. And that's about it. But anyway, so Graham taught me about marijuana in my 14th year of sobriety because I had quit marijuana as a sophomore in high school. So I'm writing. My dad's home from the hospital, which is really good. And things are getting better, The mask today, there was a sign on someone's wall, store, don't even try to ask about the mask. There's no mask in this store. We're not going to ask you about your medical history, nothing. You're free here. Freedom reigns. That made me very excited. Gave me hope. But a lot of things are going on. A lot of things are going on. And it's all about awareness and knowledge and law and order and dotting your I's, crossing your T's, and making sure that all the money that it is in Maine, we want in Maine. Because we don't want any bad money in Maine. We want positive, progressive, encouraging, empowering business, like rock and roll is. I love rock and roll. So our nonprofit is nonpartisan, pro-individual choice, class neutral, and colorblind. I mean, we just help everyone, and we have no pretense. We're connected to rock and roll only because I love rock and roll, and our goal is to teach through musical lyrics to encourage an understanding of feelings, emotions, and life cycles. That's it. We're winning. That's all I can tell you, because business is gaining. And courts of law save lives. Everyone knows that. I love the law. Anyway, so I've been involved in this since, 2011. I started noticing it. I went to a conference just because I knew something was going on. I wish I would have videotaped everything there. It was crazy. But anybody who was there knew what was going on. It was like, wait a minute. Addiction is an ambiguous, subjective subject, unique to each person. And they use the word opioid to confuse minds, when in reality, alcohol is the most dangerous upon withdrawal. So this has all been proven in court. Dr. Marcella Sorg recently reported that 84% of all overdoses attributed to the word opioid also had alcohol in their system. That was in 2019 here in Maine. It's not what you use, folks. It's the help that you get, whether you're struggling with a broken bone, broken home, broken heart. Oh, all exacerbated by intake. Your personal intake, whatever you want to take. It's all up to you. So they infected with the psychiatric industry to infect the healthcare so that they could control public health perception using the internet to circumvent the law. It's all advertising, marketing, and deception. And it's not about me, it's about all of us. Nobody wants it. Nobody. Not even the people around the table who came up with the scam. All right? So I'm going to let you go. My son wants to get back to what he was doing. 12 minutes. Please like and share this. If you don't, you're only hurting yourself. Talk to you later. Have a great evening. See you tomorrow, live at 5. Bye.